A case of Inxeba is expected to be underway. Of course, if I can just get into it and give you the background and of course catch up some people who about the case. In February, it was actually reclassified. The movie was reclassified as an X-rated movie, meaning that it was at the same par as, of course, pornographic movies and was not to be distributed publicly. But as you correctly put it, earlier this month, we saw a unanimous decision, of course, from the prosecution as well as the defense, the Contra Lesser group, as well as the directors of the movie, actually coming to an agreement and saying that pending the review of the movie, of the case, the movie will be allowed to play in the public domain and be seen by the public, but of course on the grounds that is actually viewed by people older than 18. And of course, during this month, that reclassification took place. But of course, another thing I think that is very important, of course, amidst the bad publicity, amidst the backlash from the public as well as Contra Lesser, the cultural groups, the movie has actually received 6 awards recently from the South African Film and Television Award ceremony. And of course, the director saying that plays well and pays testament to the fact that the movie is a good movie and is a movie that benefits society, as we see that they received the votes, taking and scooping some of the prestigious awards as they walked away with the best actor and of course the best directors, and cast and directors of the movie are saying that of course this is a testament that their movie is actually a good movie for the public. And they will be arguing, of course, that they want to actually completely overturn this and put the classification of the movie to its original classification, which is 16, that persons older or younger than the age of 16 may not be able to view it, but certainly those who are older than that age may be able to view it. So those are the grounds in which the movie is being seen, that people older than the age of 18 will view the movie, are able to view the movie currently, but younger than that, that's not the case. And of course, those are the grounds which they are unanimously agreed upon pending the proceedings of the case today.
Okay, so what happens today, Lindo? Who are we expected to hear from?
Well, today, of course, the review of the case continues. We're expected to see the prosecution as well as the defense, Contra Lesser groups. We speak about the Man and Boy Foundation as well as other groups, cultural groups, who are saying this movie is actually puts a dent on their human dignity and is violating their right to human dignity. So we are expecting, of course, the prosecution to actually provide grounds in which they say this is, of course, a violation of their human dignity rights as well as other rights, of course. And some of the grounds in which they may be argue are that, but the defense then has to prove that their movie is either a scientific, dramatic, or has artistic merit in order for it to be reclassified as they claim it should be. So those are the arguments we are expecting to hear today. Of course, we saw Advocate Dalimpofu, who is actually standing for the cultural groups, who are saying that this is a violation of their human rights, part of their human rights. And he actually responded to some critics who said that his arguments are actually carry no value, actually carry no weight in terms of them being able to take this victory home. And he said that, largely they are going to be arguing around Section 18 of the film and television sections in the Constitution, which clearly state that if the content shown in films or in games or in publications is actually found offensive by a reasonable person or a reasonable group of people, then there are grounds to actually argue in court and then seek for the reclassification of that movie. So those are the grounds in which we are expecting both these parties to be actually trying to prove and actually trying to be arguing under, which of course is one of them is human dignity. And they said that if a person or a group, like I said before, finds this offensive, then it has grounds to actually be argued and reclassified.
Right.
So we're expecting the prosecution to actually provide grounds in which they say this is a violation of the human rights.
All right, thanks for that. That's Lindokuhle Xulu. He is outside the North Gauteng High Court, a review of the X rating given to the controversial Xhosa-initiation film Inxeba, The Wound.